With over 1 million apps out there, not every one of them is worth your time or your money. But let's find out where excellence lies. What do we catch, and what do we release when we go hunting with an app trap? Hey everybody, Macktion here, and Pixel Heroes, Byte and Magic is a fresh release on Android of a game that was originally released on PC in February. It has a very charming intro video that is well worth watching even if the game itself does not interest you at all. As a pseudo-RPG, it starts right where you would expect, a tavern where the heroes of legend congregate. From there, you select 3 of the generated heroes to be in the party. Now, leaving the tavern, you start to speak to the townsfolk and begin questing. It is noteworthy that all the encounters are randomized, although there are no random battles. Rather, it's a set quantity of encounters that happen in each dungeon and on the way to each dungeon, which will be randomly determined to be things such as challenges, choices/riddles, and of course, battles. Sometimes you have the option to just ignore something, sometimes you have to fight. Now, once you enter battle, your party is laid out in their marching order, and the enemies line up in theirs. Your teams take turns selecting one team member's weapon or skill to be used in that round of combat. The skills have a cooldown while the weapons do not, and the characters have a cooldown, so you can't just spam one character's buff attacks. So, unless you only have one party member alive, you have to alternate who does what. There is a 4-element system in a sort of rock, paper, scissors style, and a series of stats and stat bonuses. Reviving fallen comrades is to be done at the temple, and the buying of excess gear is to be done at the smithy or the library. Those places, of course, all are inside the town. If all of your heroes die, you will lose your progress, because it's a roguelike game, and with enough progress you will unlock more characters for future gameplay sessions. This game has an interesting blend of humor. At moments, it's genuinely punny, and other times oddly surreal, because much of the text is randomly generated. That does make it sometimes sound a little bit like ad-libs. Now, the NPCs' comments are pretty funny from time to time, and your heroes, as they take actions, have funny little sayings. But I think the most interesting bit of humor in the game is the names of the items that you loot. They're quite silly, but it is almost a disapproving sense of humor that it shows, as if the names were meant to taunt you. All these things taken together, is this game worth the $6.99 that it will cost you on the Google Play Store? Possibly. If you enjoy games like Darkest Dungeon, it will probably appeal to you very much. Even I found the game to be without any real deficiencies, but it was still just not my thing, so while I hit the refund button on this purchase, I can definitely see many people enjoying this game. $6.99 for a full game with no in-app purchases is definitely a good thing whenever we see it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed, and if you have, a comment or a like goes a long way. Clicking on any of the videos will take you to a corresponding playlist for conventions, reviews, tutorials, and even Android games. And be sure to be subscribed so that you will be notified of new videos as they come out. Thanks again, and I'll see you around.